What's up, everybody? Episode 2 of Impact. It's already been a pretty good day today. I got some meditation done in the morning. I find that just meditating first off before I do anything when I wake up is probably the biggest add that I can have to my productivity in the day. 30-40% better every day just because I do that, focusing on the breath for 15 minutes. And then, after that, I did a Facebook vlog. So I posted a vlog to Facebook and just kind of an update about life. Episode 1 of Impact is releasing today, which is really exciting. It'll already be out by the time you watch this. And then just going to go into the day and just get started. If you watch any of my social media, you'll see that I eat the same thing for lunch every single day. Different dinners, but I eat the same lunch. And the reason I do that is because it guarantees that I have one super healthy meal every day. It's always a salad, kale salad. So I got a kale salad, I make it myself. I'll actually show in the next episode, hopefully, that how I make this. But I just basically add a bunch of ingredients. It's super simple. Got some black beans, some kale, some fresh chicken, and some good fresh beets. Edamame, some stuff in here. Most of this is actually just a Trader Joe's salad, and then I add a couple of ingredients to it. So why do I do it? Well, because I feel like when you start the day off healthy, this is the first thing I eat because I do intermittent fasting. So from 8 p.m. to 12 p.m. I don't eat. So I have 16 hours where I don't eat. And then when I do my salad, that's the first thing that I eat during the day. Usually in the morning, I'll just have some lemon water or I'll have some green tea maybe if I need to wake up a little bit more. And I find that like having a salad and starting your day off that way is just amazing for your energy levels. It's awesome for getting yourself in the right mindset. You'd be really surprised what good food does. And a lot of people have it's really insurmountable to eat well. But if you actually just decide to replace one of your meals with a salad every day, preferably like a breakfast or lunch, one of your smaller meals, maybe even dinner, whatever works for you on your schedule, you'll find it's like the easiest way. You can still eat the stuff that you eat, but if you replace your meal with a healthy meal once a day, it'll start to have these huge benefits. And I found that actually eating healthy increased my desire to eat healthier meals afterwards as well. You just find that as you eat healthier and healthier, it becomes this kind of compounding effect where you don't want bad food anymore. So just want to show what I do for lunch. Pretty cool. You did deadlifts?
It's very cool. Yeah, I did 2 plates on each side today.
Really?
Yeah, I'm so jacked. I'm so jacked. Holy shit.
Did I tell you that I did 2 plates on both sides, and I hadn't trained in 6 months. All I did was hot yoga, and I came back and I pulled that. And it actually strained my back quite a bit, but it happened. Right? I was it was actually because when I had done no training after that before, I was like, whoa.
Well, why did you do that? Like, what made you decide?
Yeah, I was in Lake Tahoe.
Were you scared that you're gonna fuck yourself?
I was in Lake Tahoe and I just felt it. I was like, I can do it. No. Oh yeah, I remember what happened. I was lifting, like my normal amount is 1 plate on either side, and I just do that. I did that forever and I could never peak it. And then I had not trained in 6 months, did all the hot yoga, came back and was like, well, that felt light, and I was like, all right. And I just added the 10 pounders, and I'm like, all right. And then I added the 20, and I was like 45. Boom! Yeah, I did 5x5 too. I was feeling it. Maybe it was like a day I was just feeling it. Yeah, I don't even know. It was bananas. It was good stuff. That meeting is scheduled for 12:30 Thursday, and I'll send an itinerary to the staff chat, which we're all gonna probably go together, I guess. Let me actually write that down.
And then you're about to yoga right now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm actually super late. We gotta go right now. Right now. Okay, we're driving really fast to yoga. I got out of a meeting with John. I couldn't actually film that. That's actually one of the issues, is that sometimes you can't film stuff because it's just one-on-one stuff. It's things that, that's part of running a business, is that you have any kind of issues that you want to talk about back and forth. Not to say there wasn't this one. John's an awesome guy. Just things maybe about the business or things that I don't necessarily want to have out there. That's always the challenge in filming Impact, is how do you get what do you show and what do you not show, because I want to show as much of my life as possible. So that's that came right up to like 3:20. My yoga class is at like 3:30, and why do I try to go to yoga every day if I can? Hot yoga in particular. It's hot yoga is a lot tougher than regular yoga. Regular yoga is just kind of for stretching. Hot yoga is like a much more intense like cardio workout. I want to get sweating, I want to get breathing every day because it just kind of helps me get into my physical self. And it's so easy, especially when you're really busy, to not go and to not exercise. It's like the easiest thing in the world. Particularly on my days where I don't go to yoga, I usually go to the gym. I'm sure we'll get some of that footage too. But it's so important to actually go, because I just can't describe how the physical effect of working out and the physical effect of breathing heavily, of sweating, of just doing the things that the human body is supposed to do, makes your entire body feel better. It's crazy how much of a difference it makes. I just don't think people realize, because at first working out is really hard. And when you go to hot yoga, at first it's just gonna feel awful. It's gonna feel like you're just sweating like crazy, you feel like you're gonna die, you're gonna be like lightheaded. But then after going like 20, 30, 40 times, it feels amazing. And all of a sudden, like, you can't believe how you feel. Your whole body is different. I remember I was talking to Jordan, works with the company. He does like a lot of the work around the house and like helps us a lot with a bunch of operational stuff. And he was just telling me, like, after he quit smoking, he couldn't believe how much better he felt after just like 3 or 4 weeks. But if you let go of cigarettes like right away, you feel awful, like you feel like terrible. But if you like give it that time, then you actually only realize how you feel. And the problem is, like, we're so used to like feeling in the present about how we feel. It's like, oh, well, like eating this bad food or not exercising, like I feel fine now, I have no health problems now, why do I need to focus on this? I can do it later. You can't, because you don't realize how great you're gonna feel later on, and how great you're gonna feel in the future when like you're actually training and you're doing this every day. All of a sudden you feel incredible, you get to these like new heights that you've never realized before. So I have 10 billion meetings to do during the day, but I don't prioritize that higher than my physical health, because I know that that is going to be the thing that makes me do those meetings so much better.
Using your mind, imagine again.
Friendly sir is going to help us. Excellent. That is uncommon in California. Yeah, practice was really good. It was really challenging. Like I said, second day in a row of like actually a pretty intense practice. Vinyasa energy flow is a particularly intense practice of just pretty much like hard cardio the whole time. A lot of heat. It's probably about 105 today, and got through it. It was good. Feel better now, but I think tomorrow I'm gonna actually hit the gym, and I'm trying to balance yoga between weight training. But a lot of people, like, they get on like a gym schedule and they think that that's gonna make them feel good. But I found that, at least for me, like lifting weights all the time doesn't actually make me feel optimal. I kind of care about how I feel better in my own body than I do like when I'm just like getting huge and just like getting muscle. It's not like my core objective. My main objective is to feel really good. So yoga is very good for that. It opens up all the breathing pathways, helps you focus, helps you get in that mental and physical mindset. But I do like to do some weightlifting so that I can also feel that strength. But I think if you do a little bit too much of anything, try to get a good 7 days a week out of my practice. But if you do too much of anything, it's gonna make you feel burnt out. So it's that balance. Being always on causes an enormous amount of anxiety. So when I get on my mat for an hour, I just feel like, oh, you know, I'm away from it for a bit, and that is priceless, even for an hour. But yeah, the weekend stuff, it's doing like a weekend of getting away. Everybody should do that. Okay. So we're out with the boys and the girls, actually. CLG, a little bit of a staff meetup with some friends. Can't be all work all the time, but we're at the O'Kook. Hi, buddy. How How you doing? I get the braised ribs, but you don't want to fill up on these. The trick is to get as much barbecue. It's all you can eat, and they get the sidebar. That's how they get you. That's how they get you. They want you to fill up on this stuff. Okay, so we are just getting back from Korean barbecue. I just want to talk a little bit about a summary of the day. Maybe this becomes a thing where I do these at the end of episodes and stuff, but I feel like one of the most important themes of today was what happens around the business. You can do 10 hours of work or 12 hours of work, but you still have 6 to 8 hours that you're doing something else. And what is that time being filled by? Well, for most people, it might be social media, it might be consuming TV, it might be Netflix, it might be something like that. But for all the stuff that we showed in this, it's like preparing the nutrition, it's like going to yoga, going to the gym, working out. It's building a set of positive habits and attitudes around your work so that your work becomes more effective and also so that your life becomes happier. And it's like, you don't have to people think that they don't have any time. And whenever you talk to people, they always say, oh, I'm busy, I have no time, I can't do that, I'm so caught up in things. But those same people, you go really do an analysis of their life and look at it, and they're spending 6 hours a day on Facebook or Reddit or something. And it's like you can take an hour of that day and you can prepare a good meal, you can go to the gym and you can feel good. And what I wanted to show was that throughout the entire day, I'm sprinkling these things in that are fitness and mental health related, because if I didn't do those things, I would go insane at this work because it's super hard. And there's a lot of people that depend on our whole staff and our team, and I gotta connect all those dots. So it can be really stressful if you don't do those things. And imagine your own life and everything that you're doing. Imagine how much less stress you would have if you just got to physically exert a little bit like we talked about in hot yoga, or you just got to eat a good meal, or you just went out with your friends and you actually made that happen, didn't just stay home that night, right? That was the last part where it's it's not all seriousness. You have enough time to spend with people, have genuine conversations, have fun. That's part of it too. And then you get to it, you work as hard as you can, and you just get after it. It's life is not this end. Life is a series of give and takes. It's a balance, it's a journey, right? And that journey contains moments of health and wellness and moments of not so healthy, not sadness, but you just want to outweigh the one with the other, and then you're good. So that's it for today's episode 2 of Impact. Episode 1, reaction was amazing. So happy that everybody in the community is supporting it and thinks it's great. Louis, if you're out there, fantastic, amazing job. All right. Thank you everybody for all your support of this. See you guys again, episode 3.